effectively, because we're, I just saw, I was at the office 2 days ago at Beachbody, and I think that day it was 358 signups in one day. So with what's going on with this waived, I call it a waived fee signup, not a free signup, but a waived fee signup. And we're just seeing unbelievable growth. So one of the things that I'm doing now is I'm kind of heading across the country is just teaching. How do we start coaches effectively? How does someone get started and create accountability and know that we can help them grow? And so that's one of the topics I'm going to cover tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and you can just like take one and pass it on. If we run out, there's some up here. If there's some left, if you could put them in that box up top, that'd be awesome, because I'm taking with me to Baltimore and to Philly and to Orlando and to Vegas and to Charlotte and everywhere. So I don't know if they'll last that long, but I'm excited about being here. I'll tell you, just to see fall colors. Like today, I just took this giant run, and I'm going, gosh, this is like, what is this? Like the weather was awesome. In California this week, Tuesday was 100 degrees. Wednesday was 96, and I think Thursday was 86, and then went up to 90 and 100 again. Those are our 5 days in California this last year, or this last week. And you know what? I look forward to fall. I mean, it's kind of fun to be able to travel and go places like here, and be able to see the change in seasons and stuff. But how many of you have ever heard me speak before? Okay, how many of you haven't? How many of you could give a rip? Okay, just I'm just kidding. I'll tell you, I'm just going to give you a little bit of my background, not a lot of it, and kind of help you understand why I'm here, so why I'm standing up in front of you guys and talking, and what my experience has been with Beachbody. I started working with Beachbody actually about 15 months ago, but it was just originally with Christine Dwyer. Those of you who know Christine, she's a superstar, 15-star diamond. She's actually a 22-star diamond now. But anyway, so I started working with her back in August of 2009. Worked with her specifically for 6 months. After that time, she had a great run, and I think we put in 1,500 or 200,000 people in her group, and she went from 5-star to 15, and we had some great growth and excitement. And so Carl sat out with Carl. He said, "What are you going to do when you're done working with Christine?" And I said, "I don't know." I said, "I guess I'll be done with Beachbody." He goes, "Oh no, you're not done with Beachbody. We're going to keep you around a little while." So it's been fun the last year, and getting a chance to speak at the major events. And now I'm doing one of the things I love the very most is I'm getting a chance to mentor the top leaders, and some of them are probably your upline. I'm on the phone with 14 different 5 stars and above for an hour every week. Today I was on with Robert Hudgens and Charlene Booker and Ann Doble, and then tomorrow I got Fitzgerald and Monica Ward and Monica Gray, and so it's exciting to me because I get to sit down with these people on the phone and just deal with the business and talk about leadership and talk about what it means to have a business like the ones they have. And because I think one of the things that's exciting about our business, I always tell people 2 things. The good part about Beachbody, we're 3 years old. The bad part of Beachbody, we're 3 years old. Okay, now what does that mean? That means we're growing. There's growing pains. Things happen. You see little tweaks, little things go on in a company. But I just, I'm so excited about this business because, first of all, I believe it will be the finest network marketing company that has ever existed in the history of this country, and eventually internationally, which isn't far off for all of us. And so the second part of that is I just really believe that what we're doing with an owner that drives a business from a mission statement, from a statement of wanting to change America and change the lives of people. And that's really the premise of Carl. I mean, if you ever get around him at all, or you listen to him on the national call on Mondays, you realize the man is just this passionate soul that wants to literally change the health of America, change people. And one of the things that I've gotten a chance to do, because it's been exciting now, the first 6 months I worked at Beachbody, I was in the field just with coaches, and now I've spent time corporate. And I can tell you that the morale in that company and the tenure in that company and the sensitivity to what you guys are doing and what your mission is, it's driven right from the top, from John and from Carl and from Michael Neiman, Larry Zimberg, and all the people there. They feel the same way you do about this business. And that's unusual, because some network companies, the guys who run the company are really interested in profit, and that's really what they're all about, right? And they're not necessarily worried about, do we have the greatest product in the market? Do we have something that's going to change people's lives like Shakeology's done? And by the way, if anybody's recording it, you need to shut it off, but that's actually crack. I just want you to know that. I know some of you don't believe that, but you get on it for about 15 days and get off for 3, you get irritable, you're ugly, isn't it true? I mean, seriously. I mean, I ran out just recently, my neighbor's on it. I got my neighbor on it where I live. I live in Newport Beach, my neighbor's on it, and she was out of town. I ran out, I almost broke into her house just because seriously, because it was like that stuff, when you get off it, when you've been on it, it's crazy. I don't know what the chemicals are in it. I know it's pure, but there's something in there. I don't know if it's these gourds they're getting out of some country somewhere, villages or something. But when I watch that, the new video that we have, which is outrageous, where the guy, it's like a National Geographic, he's cruising through the country. Isn't that cool? He's like cruising through the countrysides, and he's going, these little villagers are pulling these roots out, and I'm going, that's what I'm drinking. And then I start seeing some of that stuff, I go, that's why it's weird. that could be anything that's in this stuff that we're drinking. But seriously, I mean, the product's unbelievable. I got on it, and when I started in August with Christine, I started at Shakeology, and I got involved in just, you know, was drinking it, and I lost 32 pounds the first 30 days, and my body fat went down to 15%, my waist from almost a 40 to a 32, so I'm just a testimony because I don't want to be up in front of some people and look the way I know a lot of you look and think, yeah, there's this flabby guy talking to people. It's not a good thing, okay? But anyway, so I'm really excited about what's going on around the country. I really believe that we're going to blow business. We're going to blow records when it comes to a network marketing company. And you know, one of the greatest blessings that you guys have is you have a company that people want to be a part of. You mention your product anywhere and people, they respond to it. They've heard of it. They're excited about it. They've seen it on TV. Carl spent $100 million a year so that people know who you are. It's almost cheating in a sense. Has anybody here been in a normal network company that doesn't have infomercials or anything? Okay, do you agree this is almost cheating? Okay, I was in the Amway business. Okay, now anybody in here else was in Amway? Okay, some of us have experienced, I was in the Amway business, built a great large business. But you said Amway to people. I literally had a lady faint one time at a meeting. Okay, so it wasn't like it was, you know, there were people getting excited when they heard that word. You know, how excited can you get about changing your life with soap and toothpaste? I mean, it didn't work real well, right? And so one of the things that you have that's unbelievable is it doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter. I was sitting on the plane coming home from New Jersey not too long ago. Guy sitting next to me, he starts talking to me. So what do you do? I said, oh, I'm a national trainer for a company called Beachbody. He goes, who are they? I said, we ever heard of P90X? He goes, oh, of course I have. He goes, my roommate's on it right now. My brother's on Insanity. He starts naming all the stuff that all his friends are on, right? And I said, he goes, what's that company like? What do you mean company? What's that about? He asked me that magic, what is that about? What do you mean a company? What do you mean being a part of it? How do you do that? Right? I mean, that's like unbelievable because he knows all the good stuff. Now you get to tell him even better stuff. And so when you realize the power of that, I was fishing up in Aspen. Anybody like to fly fish? Have you ever been to Aspen? I mean, the Flying Pan River, the Roaring Fork, best in the world. So I go up there, I meet my guy in the morning. He walks in, he's like rubbing his shoulder like this. I go, Kyle, what's wrong? He goes, P90X, man. I'm serious. And I go, what? He goes, P90X, you know what it is? And I start laughing. I go, yeah, I got an idea. He says, what do you mean? And I said, I train leaders around the country for that company. He goes, what do you mean? I said, well, what do you do with it? So I got it. I got 15 of my buddies. I got them all to buy it from the television. He goes, we have this meeting every week. We work out every morning. He's got a fit club, for gosh sakes. This guy, and I go, well, do you know anything about the business? He goes, what are you talking about? I go, are you kidding me? You don't know anything about the business? He goes, no, tell me about it. So I'm going, oh, I actually, to be honest with you, I just want to take a 3-day fishing break from Beachbody and not talk about it. For 8 straight hours, I'm floating his boat. He's drilling me about this business. What about it? What about it? He ends up signing up as a coach, signs up all 15 of his guys who's already on the product. He does a complete wrap in his float boat. It's all P90X now, the entire boat. And I'm thinking, just because he comes in and goes, P90X, you know anything about it? That's what I'm talking about. That's unbelievable to me. And really, it's all about us being willing to be the messenger, right? Being willing to share what we have and what we're doing and what we're excited about. When I was on the plane with that guy, I said, he goes, well, do many people know about this? I go, watch this. 6 seats in front of me. I tapped all 3 of them on the shoulder here. You ever heard of P90X? Lady said, I'm doing it right now. The one in the middle said, well, I have a friend that's doing that. Another one said, I was just thinking about buying it. Those are the first 3, right? The next 3 over here, one guy said, well, is that like with Insanity? Because my friend's doing that. I mean, there was connection with all 6 of those people about what we're doing. And I think that's cheating. That's cheating. Really, seriously. If I just said, you ever heard of Amway? They go, I mean, I used to tell people, if I was traveling, you know, when I was in my Amway business, I travel all over the world. If I was traveling and I was too tired to talk to the person next to me, they'd say, what do you do? I said, I'm an Amway and I love Jesus. They wouldn't talk to me the entire time. They wouldn't say one word to me, right? So I knew I was safe the entire time. But all of that to say, you guys, we're like, our growth is like this right now. And it's just, in fact, I promised Brett Blake I would mention this. Next Monday, the 15th, we're going to try to get 2,011 people on the national call. That's our goal. So I want you guys to put it on Facebook, put it on Twitter, be on the call, because our goal next Monday is they're going to be talking about some phenomenal stuff, what's going on. Carl's going to be on there. But our goal is 2,011 people. So, you know, put it out for Facebook. I know a lot of you have a lot of followers on Facebook. Get it out there and let's shoot for that as a goal. I think it would be an exciting day for us as we're moving forward. All of you know what's going on with the year-end stuff. You've seen the new videos we're doing, all of the exciting things going on. So it's just, there's just so much happening. And it's just, to me, it's like I never sleep. I don't sleep a lot anyway.